What's up guys, Shane Starnes here, and the release of the OnePlus 7 Pro is almost upon us. In fact, we will see the official release within the next couple of days, but we already know just about everything there is to know about this phone. In this video, we're going to cover the top 10 new features of the OnePlus 7 that make it worth buying. Let's go ahead and get started. The first couple of changes have to do with the all-new design of the OnePlus 7 Pro. The first change being the fact that we no longer have the teardrop notch. We're not going to have any cutouts in the display. In fact, we're going to get a fully bezel-less display thanks to a pop-up selfie camera. That's going to give this phone a super high-end appearance, not to mention the fact that we're no longer going to have a flat front screen appearance like we've seen on all the OnePlus devices in the past. Instead, we're going to have a dual curved edge display like what we're familiar with in the Galaxy S lineup of devices. Those are two major changes to the design on the OnePlus 7 Pro. The third change comes in the form of a new selfie pop-up camera. Phones like the Vivo Nex have a similar motorized selfie pop-up camera, and this is what we're expecting to see on the OnePlus 7 Pro, which is going to make way for that bezel-less display. The fourth change is the inclusion of a triple lens camera setup on the OnePlus 7 Pro. The OnePlus 6T did come with a dual lens camera setup. The OnePlus 7 Pro, on the other hand, is going to have a super wide-angle lens, a regular lens, and then also a 3x optical zoom lens. OnePlus has been no slouch when it comes to camera quality, and this triple lens setup will be no different. The three cameras will include a 48 megapixel Sony sensor with an aperture of f1.6 and optical image stabilization. The wide-angle lens camera will be 16 megapixels and will include a 117-degree field of view. The final lens will have an 8 megapixel sensor with a 78 millimeter focal length, giving us 3 times optical zoom. The fifth change with the OnePlus 7 Pro is the inclusion of an incredible display. OnePlus is finally ditching the 1080p display in favor of an OLED 6.67-inch QHD display. DisplayMate has already got their hands on this display and they've already given it their best rating of an 8+, so we know this display is going to be an excellent display. It's going to be the best display we've ever seen on a OnePlus phone, and it's going to be able to hold its own against the likes of Samsung and iPhone. The sixth change is the fact that it's going to have a 90 Hz refresh rate. Phones like the Galaxy S10 still only have a refresh rate of 60 Hz, so the additional 30 Hz of refresh rate, it's going to make things like transition animations and scrolling much more fluid, much smoother. It's going to make the phone just feel like it's a lot faster, and then it's also going to improve things like video gaming. The sixth big change is in performance. Of course, we have a new OnePlus phone here, and with the new OnePlus, we're going to get all new internals. We're going to get the Snapdragon 855 processor, which is currently one of the best processors on the market, if not the best. We're also going to get up to 12 gigabytes of RAM, so anywhere between 8 and 12 gigabytes of RAM. This phone's going to have no problem with multitasking, and you're not going to have to worry about things slowing down this phone. Big change number 8 is the inclusion of a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. The OnePlus 6T was already getting really great battery life with a 3,700 milliamp hour battery, so we're kind of upping the ante here with a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. You should be able to easily get through the entire day with this phone. You should be able to get 6 to 8 hours of screen on time with the OnePlus 7 Pro. If for some reason you're able to run out of battery in a single day, no worries, it's going to have an improved version of fast charging, which is the ninth big change. We're going to have either 30-watt fast charging or we're going to have 44-watt dash charge. And the promise here is that we'll be able to get this 4,000 milliamp hour battery charged to 50% in just 20 minutes, which is kind of insane. This speedy wired charge is the reason why Carl Pei has decided to forego wireless charging. He just seems to think that wireless charging is too slow for the average consumer and that they would much rather have this super fast dash charging. The final big change to the OnePlus 7 Pro is the fact that it's going to have 5G compatibility. Now, there's not a whole lot of 5G out there. That being said, 5G networks are being worked on right now all over the US, and eventually 5G will be the standard. That being said, your OnePlus 7 Pro will be future-proof in the fact that it can already handle 5G service, which can't be said about all the phones on the market. In fact, I've got a Galaxy S10 Plus. It's a $1,000 phone, and it doesn't support 5G. So that's definitely something to consider when considering the OnePlus 7 Pro. As you can see, there are a ton of big changes coming to the OnePlus 7 Pro. OnePlus is no longer putting mid-range devices on the market. These are flagship devices capable of hanging with the likes of Samsung and iOS. What are your thoughts on the new OnePlus 7 Pro? Is this the new phone to beat in 2019? Or do you prefer some other phone? What features are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the comments below. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.